Well, hopefully everyone is comfortably seated. As Dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine, it is my great honor to welcome all of you to the 2025 Purdue Veterinary Medicine Graduation Celebration. It is wonderful that we can be together here today to recognize our class of 2025. If there was ever time to celebrate, this is it. So we're pleased to continue a long-standing and beloved tradition of our college by conducting our oath ceremony as part of today's graduation celebration. Ever since our first class graduated in 1963, the college has held an oath ceremony in conjunction with the main university commencement exercises in May. Initially, the ceremony involved administering just the veterinarian's oath, and then in the mid-1970s, our college established the Purdue Veterinary Technology Program to educate the nurses of our profession. And in 1976, our first class of veterinary technicians graduated, and since that time, we have also conducted the veterinary technician oath ceremony. Our college is committed to and takes pride in educating the entire veterinary medical team. Therefore, we united the oath ceremonies for veterinary nurses and veterinarians into one program. Today, this combined oath ceremony provides a beautiful picture of the concept of the veterinary team and our leadership nationally in educating that team. In fact, of the 33 veterinary schools and colleges in the United States, only a handful have both DVM and veterinary technician or veterinary nursing programs. So today, it is a great honor and privilege to conduct this ceremony for our class of 2025, and we are so pleased that each of you have joined us for this very special occasion. Graduates, as you embark on your careers in the veterinary medical profession, you join an alumni network that also reflects the veterinary team. Numbering more than 5,000, our college's alumni population includes veterinarians, veterinary technicians and technologists, veterinary nurses, as well as recipients of graduate degrees. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce the president of the Purdue Veterinary Alumni Association, Leslie Ferguson. Leslie is a registered veterinary technician who serves as a global scientific communication manager for Hill's Pet Nutrition. Leslie holds a bachelor's degree in professional writing from Purdue. Her career began in the publishing industry before she returned to Purdue to join the College of Veterinary Medicine's veterinary nursing class of 2001. Leslie is originally from Indianapolis. A dedicated Boilermaker fan, she resides in Kansas City, Missouri, with her husband and her 14-year-old son and a lively household of pets, 2 pugs, a pug boxer mix, and a chihuahua. Leslie, please come forward to address our veterinary nursing and Doctor of Veterinary Medicine graduates on behalf of the Purdue Veterinary Alumni Association.
Good morning, and thank you so much, Dr. Marsh, for that kind introduction. I am Leslie Ferguson, and I'm the president of the Veterinary Alumni Association. As I sat down to write this speech, I'm kind of a research nerd, so I decided to do a little research. I looked into what makes a good speech, what can cause you to just take something away that's really important. What's the time limit? How do people want to look at a speech later on down the road? And so I looked into watching some old graduation speeches like Mr. Rogers from 2002 at Dartmouth and Maya Angelou from 1992 at Spelman College. But I do have a favorite. So that would be 2014 UT Admiral William McRaven. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but I highly recommend it. Make your bed. How brilliant is that? He wants you to start your day with a task completed. If you can't do the small things well, you can't do the big things. And so how do I, Leslie Popplewell Ferguson from Indianapolis, Indiana, impart some knowledge on the graduating class that can live up to the lessons from a Navy SEAL? Well, I'm a woman, I'm a minority, I'm an expert at pug nail trims, and I am not like a regular mom. I'm a fun mom, I'm a cool mom, so I can do this. I work at Hill's Pet Nutrition, but I haven't given up the job that I really do love, my part-time gig. So honestly, most of my career has been on the industry side of things. But I love being a technician because I think it's the team aspect. It's being able to work with that group of people. I'm that technician you all know. I'm the one who can see the good in every patient that comes into the hospital, even that chihuahua who wants to rip your fingers off. I like to think that I can always put in a catheter, even in that dachshund with the less than optimal blood pressure. After 15 years of industry, I decided that I really needed to get back into it. So I've done about a few years of sales and marketing, mostly on the marketing side. But before COVID, I went back to practice. And that really helped me because the RVTs that I work with at our hospital, they're the most technically proficient, insightful group of RVTs that I've ever had the pleasure of working with. Their exceptional knowledge and skill and passion for the profession is unmatched. And they bring me joy every day that I get to work with them. They make our clinic successful because they know how to do their job and they know how to support the clinic. Our brilliant assistants who should go to tech school, nursing school, because they are fantastic at their job. Our CSRs who can handle our very overburdened pet parents sometimes flawlessly. Through COVID, we learned how to adapt and utilize each team member. Our veterinarians did 3 things. They diagnosed, they prescribed medicine, and they performed surgery. And the team, we did everything else. My love of practice really comes from here, from the Purdue College of Veterinary Medicine and the Veterinary Teaching Hospital. I think I learned that passion for team here. I didn't look at any other veterinary technology programs at the time because I did my undergrad here at Purdue back in the 1900s and decided that since it was the #1 veterinary technology school that I would come to Purdue. And I'm thankful that I did. As veterinarians and veterinary nurses, you're going to go into practice and your internships, whether it be in zoo medicine or research or into teaching. And hands down, you're the lucky ones because Purdue has prepared you as veterinarians to not only work with but utilize your nurses, to trust your nurses, and to use your nurses' experience for the betterment of your clinic. As veterinary nurses, you've learned to integrate novice veterinarians into your practices and learned from them to advocate for your skills and to utilize your skills. A technician who is utilized is a happy technician. Sorry, nurse. Sorry, I'm old. And one who wants to stay in your practice and learn more and develop their skills more and be a real asset and bring value, including dollar value, to your practice. Graduates, has anybody seen the movie Hoosiers? Okay, good. Okay, so Coach Dale said this about his players. 5 players on the floor functioning as one single unit. Team, team, team. No one more important than the other. And that's kind of how I view our veterinary practice. There are 4, maybe 5 veterinary schools who have veterinary nursing programs associated with them, but none of them have the structure, the time in clinics, and the synergistic learning that we have here at Purdue. Between these 2 degree programs, you are learning so much, or have learned so much, so take advantage of that knowledge when you all go into practice. Veterinary medicine is not just what we do, it's who we are. When you work in this field, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of big wins, and there's a lot of big losses. And you need to have fun inside and outside of the clinic. We all know the statistics. This is a tough business. If you don't know, you will know a colleague or a classmate or a friend of a classmate who has committed suicide. It's very heavy, but please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. If you see someone struggling, ask and take care of them too. We have to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you have to have perspective. I work at Hills, and it's pet food. So we have a saying, today it's food, and tomorrow it's poo. I'm gonna share a story from school that I remember very vividly even to this day. So I was on large animal surgery rotation, and we were recovering a patient. And back in the day, we used the padded stalls at the end of the breezeway for recovery. And it was myself, the large animal surgery resident, and 2 vet students. And the resident and myself were sitting on the shoulder and the neck, respectively, and one student was on the front with the reins and the other on the tail. And she wasn't waking up very quickly, so we were talking, monitoring, and she threw her head just a little bit and was doing okay. But then suddenly, she whipped her head up, lifting her shoulder up and throwing myself and the resident into the air, just for a split second, but it felt like a very long time. So my instinctive reaction was to throw my arms out to balance myself, but unfortunately, in the process of doing so, I grabbed the closest thing to me, which was the bum of the resident. We were wearing scrubs, so there was nothing left to the imagination, should I say. So I don't think we looked at each other, he and I did not look at each other in the eye, probably for a good week. And so those kind of embarrassing things aren't gonna happen to you every day in vet med, but they could, because a lot of stuff happens. But my advice to you is to get back up there and recover that horse. There's joy in vet med to be had. Take advantage of your colleagues. Meet them where they are. My dearest friends are veterinarians and veterinary nurses from all different stages of my career. It's been a blessing for me to have a veterinary oncologist on speed dial, to have colleagues, a vet nurse, an assistant, and a vet tech that I can call at 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning when our clinic is closed to do euthanasia on my beloved pug. And then I think most importantly, the other relationships from faculty that I've learned, to the former dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine, who means so much to me, and I'm so thankful for them and their guidance that myself, my family, and my kid refer to him as Grandpa Willie. The best advice I have for you all is to watch the movie Hoosiers if you haven't seen it. Read Admiral McRaven's book. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Own up to your mistakes. Get rid of the thoughts that don't make you strong. Travel, because travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. Tell your friends you love them. Take chances. Invest in your company's 401k. And always, always, keep your mouth closed during anal gland expression. On behalf of the Purdue Veterinary Alumni Association, I welcome you to this wonderful profession. Hail Purdue and Boiler Up.
Thank you, Leslie, especially for some of that latter advice. We're also pleased to have with us today a representative of the Indiana Veterinary Technicians Association to address our veterinary nursing program graduates. Kelsey Gunther became a RVT in Indiana 11 years ago and serves as an executive board member for the IVTA, in addition to her day job as the Senior Learning Engagement Specialist for Mission Veterinary Partners. Her passions include animal and human behavior, hospital ecosystem health, and animal nutrition. Kelsey shares her home with 3 dogs, 2 cats, and an assortment of farm animals, as well as her human partner, Daniel. Kelsey, please come forward to address our graduates, please.
Thank you so much, everybody, for being here today to support our graduates. I, for one, am so excited for all of these new faces joining us in this profession, in this field, both doctors and nurses. You guys have done something really hard. You have balanced classwork and learning on your own time with hands-on skills and labs. So much learning has been done during your time here at Purdue, and I cannot wait for all of you to join us in this amazing profession. Whether you go on to practice in private practice, in shelter medicine, in any number of specialties, zoo medicine, there's so much that you can do with your career, and honestly, you have no idea where it's going to end up. I'll tell you that right now. I had no idea where my career was going to go when I graduated, and I wouldn't have been able to tell you that I would be standing right here, right now, talking to you guys. But know that everything that you have learned during your time at Purdue will take you there. You're going to be able to make such an impact on the lives of humans and the animals of this world. I do know that you didn't get here all by yourself, right? We all have family. But I want to highlight the relationships that you've built within our veterinary community. You've made relationships with each other. You've made relationships with community members throughout West Lafayette, beyond West Lafayette and Indiana. But most importantly, I want to highlight the relationships between doctors and nurses. This is what is really going to make the difference in our entire industry. And what I really, really hope that you take with you is that importance, just like we just talked about, of doctors and nurses working together and communicating with each other is really what's going to keep us whole and take our entire industry into the future. So carry that with you. We already had some amazing advice, so I'm not gonna give you any life-changing craziness, but welcome to every single one of you. I can't wait to work with you in the future, and keep doing amazing things.
Thank you, Kelsey. Our college also enjoys a close and supportive relationship with the Indiana Veterinary Medical Association. As the professional association representing Indiana's veterinarians, the IVMA is dedicated to advancing organized veterinary medicine in the state, and it is a tradition to invite the IVMA president to formally recognize our new graduates. This year, we are pleased to have with us the immediate past president of the IVMA, Dr. Lindsay Hedges. A 2011 graduate of our program, DVM program, Dr. Hedges is the Senior Director of Veterinary Mentorship at Mission Veterinary Partners. She worked as an associate veterinarian for 3 years before opening her own small animal clinic, Pleasant Paws Veterinary Care in Lebanon, Indiana. She now lives in Lebanon with her husband, 3 cats, and 2 dogs. Dr. Hedges, would you please address our graduates?
Thanks, Steve. You know, it is great advice to keep your mouth shut during anal gland expression. Quick aside, going off script, in my first year as a new veterinarian, my mentor was showing me how to infuse an anal gland. I was amazed. My mouth was open. So please take that to heart. If you take nothing else from today, please take it to heart. All right, back onto script. Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, proud families, honored guests, and most importantly, the graduates of the class of 2025. Today marks a monumental step in your journey, a journey that is as much about who you have become as what you have learned. As we stand here at the beginning of your bright future, I want to let you all in on a little bit of a secret. You actually started school with everything you need to be a successful veterinary professional. Yes, over these past years, you've acquired an incredible amount of knowledge, skills, and techniques. But the most important skill that you need to succeed is an insatiable drive to learn. Over the past 4 years, you approached every course, case, and learning issue with a blank slate, assembling the puzzle as you went along. Your curiosity about what you don't know drove you to seek out new resources to fill those gaps. And let's not forget the most crucial ingredient, your wonder at the art of veterinary medicine. There is indeed magic in what we get to do each and every day. This wonder and curiosity can transform a good day into a great one. Wonder and curiosity feed the soul of our profession. The ability to look at a challenging case and see not just an obstacle, but an opportunity to learn and to marvel at the complexities of nature is what will set you apart. Veterinary medicine, like life and pathology exams, will test you in ways that you can't be fully prepared for. You will make mistakes, you're gonna question yourself, you're gonna face cases that leave you awake at night. In those moments, I hope that you remember this. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the classroom where the keys to success are learned. Confidence does not come from knowledge alone. it comes from experience. And to gain that experience, you must have the courage to jump in and risk failure. When you falter, you will at times, seek advice on where you went wrong. No one, not even the most seasoned professionals, is naturally gifted with the ability to diagnose, treat, and cure every patient. Mastery takes practice, through trial and error, and above all, the courage to seek feedback and try again. Today, as you transition from students to professionals, embrace the opportunities to build your network of courageous lifelong learners. Join your state VMA or BTA, whoop, your alumni associations. Connect with other doctors in your community, other nurses in your communities. Attend networking events and conferences. The world of veterinary medicine is ever evolving, with new technologies and challenges that you, as the next generation of veterinary professionals, will face. Stay connected. Challenges are easier to overcome when we navigate them together. So, to the class of 2025, I say congratulations. You're stepping out into the world equipped with tools, knowledge, and a supportive community that believe in your ability to make a difference. Go forth with courage and curiosity, be bold in your endeavors and eager to learn, and never lose that sense of wonder at the magic that is veterinary medicine. Congrats.
Oh, thank you for that advice, Dr. Hedges. The graduates we were honoring today are very deserving of this recognition. This ceremony acknowledges their great achievement in becoming Purdue University veterinary nursing and Doctor of Veterinary Medicine graduates. It is time to recognize our nursing program associate in applied science and Bachelor of Science degree recipients who have attained a valued position on the veterinary healthcare delivery team. Turn the page. We're very proud of these veterinary nursing program graduates, and now it is my privilege to introduce their class responder, Aaliyah Turner, BSRVT. Aaliyah is a registered veterinary technician from Fairland, Indiana, and during her time at Purdue, she served as the president of the Veterinary Nursing Student Organization and was a class representative on the board of the Veterinary Nursing Curriculum Committee. She also studied abroad in Guatemala to help rehabilitate wildlife. After graduation, Aaliyah plans to continue working at a small animal general practice. Please help me welcome Aaliyah to the stage.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I want to start by saying good morning to everyone who is able to be in attendance today. Whether in person or virtually, your attendance is greatly appreciated by all of your graduates. I want to use this time to speak for all of my peers and say thank you. Thank you to our families who suffered alongside us while we finished this degree. I'm sure your banks are breathing a sigh of relief knowing we are done asking them for money. We are so grateful to have you guys in our corners after failing an exam, or for some of us, multiple exams. I want to thank our faculty, who are more like a second family to us, especially everyone in the vet nursing office. You guys go above and beyond to make sure our bellies are fed and we always leave your office with a smile on our face. There are far and few staff members I have ever met that are quite as selfless and caring as you guys. I want to show my appreciation to the DVM class of 2025. I enjoyed working alongside you and learning from one another. Finally, I want to thank my fellow classmates. We formed a bond that not many classes are fortunate enough to have. From scrambling in the locker rooms trying to figure out which pair of scrubs to wear to lab, to meeting after exam to cry together, we were a team always. I want to remind all of us to remember where we started. Tiny little second-year nursing students standing in the back of a clinical rotation watching in awe as vet students and residents use words like abdominocentesis and gastropexy. Remember wearing the brightest teal scrubs, walking through the hospital being stared at. Remember having to tell 20 different people every day what your name is and what year of school you're in. And then remember switching to navy blue scrubs, people in the hospital knowing you by name, becoming friends with fellow technicians. Remember what it took to become who you are as a veterinary nurse. You have accomplished so much. Whether it be through trauma bonding or true companionship, I really don't care. What's important is that we did it and we did it together. This is not just a pat on the back accomplishment. We are graduating college. Our names will forever be followed by the letters BSRVT. That's a big deal. Whether you're staying here at Purdue, moving to a different state, going back to your hometown, or still figuring it out, know you have so much to offer. The knowledge we have is insane, and you have so much more of it than you think. Yes, these past 4 years were difficult. We complained more than we probably should have, and went home crying a lot. But looking back, the years we shared here in Lynn Hall were some of my favorites, and I know we'll remember some inside jokes for years to come. I'm so sorry. Good luck out there, even though you guys really don't need it, and congratulations. Last but definitely not least, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, aunts, uncles, cousins, and anyone else who has an opinion on our professional career, I want to say this on behalf of the 2025 veterinary nursing graduates. No, we don't want to go to vet school someday.
Thank you, Aaliyah. Now we would like to recognize our veterinary nursing graduates. At this time, I invite Dr. Kathy Salisbury, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, to come forward to read their names. And as these veterinary nursing graduates step onto the stage, they will receive their veterinary nursing pin from Holly McCaleb, instructional technologist in the veterinary nursing program. The pin she will give to the graduate symbolizes their entry into the veterinary nursing profession. Dr. Salisbury.
Thank you, Dean Marsh. Veterinary nursing graduates, please come forward as your name is read, and be sure to bring your program that has the veterinary technician oath. You'll join Dean Marsh and Holly on the stage, where Dean Marsh will congratulate you and Holly will give you your pin before you take your place on the risers. First, we'll recognize 3 graduates who have earned Associate in Applied Science degrees. And so as I call your name, you'll come up onto the stage. Jill Hubbard, Haley Richards, Olivia Wojcik, and now we'll recognize our Bachelor of Science degree recipients who have graduated today. Tiara Abels. Tiara is receiving the Outstanding Veterinary Nurse Award for outstanding academics and excellent clinical skills. Dee Dee Brown. Casey Drake. Olivia Gilly. Ashley Hannon. Nicola Henning. Amaya Jackson. Ellie Kaufman. Kenzie Krieger. Elena Lemon. Kenzie Linton. Natalie Lopez. Gabrielle Moffett. Kylie Reinhardt. Alexandra Ross. Lillian Settle. Zoe Shiner. Chloe Thacker. Aaliyah Turner. Margaret Varda. Graduates, your charge is to set the visible standard for what a Purdue University veterinary nurse is and does. In so doing, you will pave the way for all those graduates who will follow behind you. The future of the veterinary nursing profession is placed in your hands. We trust that you will serve it well. And now we want you to pose for a class photo. And then after the photo, please remain on the stage to recite your professional oath. All right. The recitation of the veterinary technician oath of ethical conduct symbolizes your acceptance into the veterinary nursing profession. The oath signifies our high regard for the ethical standards and legal regulations governing the practice of veterinary nursing, our strong commitment to the highest standards of patient care and client service, and our dedication to the animals that we serve. At this time, I ask Jennifer Smith, RVT, and Senior Instructional Technologist for our veterinary nursing program to come forward. Jennifer was selected by the students to lead them in reciting the veterinary technician oath.
The veterinary technician oath is printed on the insert of your programs. We ask our graduates and all veterinary nurses in the audience to please stand and recite the oath with us. I dedicate myself to serve as a member of the modern veterinary team, as together we serve the needs of mankind, animal welfare, and our community. Working in a clinical practice, research, or industry, I will faithfully abide by all laws, regulations, and ethical codes that govern veterinary technicians. I will conduct myself in a manner which inspires the respect and confidence of my employer, colleagues, and the public. I will seek the mutual exchange of counsel and assistance with the clinical staff when it appears that the quality of service will be improved. I will strive to better my skills by keeping current my knowledge of new methods and ideas and by maintaining an open mind. Since the veterinary technician is a member of the professional team entrusted with the responsibility of the care and well-being of the animal kingdom, I make this oath with the utmost sincerity and devotion. Congratulations, we're so proud of you.
Congratulations, veterinary nurses. You may return to your seats. Thank you very much, Jennifer. Nicely done. And now it is my high honor to address the graduates of our Doctor of Veterinary Medicine program. 4 years ago, you were welcomed into the Purdue University College of Veterinary Medicine. And today, your class becomes the 63rd PVM DVM class to celebrate commencement and take the veterinarian's oath. That realization should be a great encouragement to you. 62 classes of Purdue DVM alumni have gone before you, equaling over 3,500 veterinarians who have demonstrated that their Purdue education prepared them to succeed in the greatest profession on earth. Now, as members of the class of 2025, you are ready to build on that legacy and demonstrate anew that Purdue University trains the best veterinarians. I also want to thank you for the significant role your class played as active and supportive participants in the life of our college. Through your own personal commitment and hard work, as well as your willingness to work together and pursue goals beyond individual success, you have accomplished much. Our faculty members have witnessed your transformation from junior colleagues with high ideals and aspirations to fully fledged veterinary professionals. Now you possess the academic knowledge and technical skills required to be clinically competent, and you have gained an appreciation for the veterinary profession as a whole and its vital role in society. You understand your responsibilities to the profession, to your colleagues, and most importantly, to the people and animals you will serve. We believe that you are indeed ready to assume your new role as veterinarians. Welcome to a great profession, and best wishes for a long and productive and enjoyable career. At this time, I'd like to give a representative of the class of 2025 the opportunity to offer a formal class response. The person who will fill that role today, as selected by his peer, is Dr. Frank Lightgate. Dr. Lightgate is from Astoria, New York, and earned a Bachelor of Science degree in neuroscience from the State University of New York in Binghamton. Prior to coming to Purdue, he worked for NYU Langone as a large animal research tech and animal husbandry supervisor before becoming the IACUC specialist and obtaining his advanced certification in animal behavior. Dr. Lightgate is passionate about lab animal medicine and served as Lab Animal Club president during his time at Purdue. He also participated in the Pathology Club, One Health Club, and Veterinary Business Management Association. Following graduation, he will be entering a residency program at the University of Pennsylvania. Dr. Lightgate.
Excuse me. All right. Thank you all for being here today. I won't lie, I didn't have Frank gives the commencement speech on my bingo card for 2025, but here we are. Now, unfortunately, you're all going to have to suffer through it, hopefully minimally. I was told this speech should reflect on our last 4 years and not tragically be a TED Talk about lab animals, which honestly is a real shame because I've got a good 40 minutes of lab rat material locked and loaded. Instead, I'll try to reflect briefly on our journey through this wild, exhausting, sometimes frustrating, but ultimately incredible. Here's the most important thing to remember. We've earned this. Vet school was hard. Late nights, endless studying, caffeine-induced tremors, rough patients, and, let's be honest, sometimes even rougher clients. But despite it all, we made it. Even when things got challenging, they sharpened us. No matter how chaotic or overwhelming things got, we didn't give up. We earned this title, every single one of us. Sir William Osler, one of the co-founders of Johns Hopkins, once said, "The practice of medicine is an art, not a trade, a calling, not a business, a calling in which the heart will be exercised equally with the head." As we have all learned, vet med is not It's not the field for the money-motivated or the apathetic. We must now move forward into this art form, each in our own style, fueled by our passions. We have dedicated ourselves to the field of veterinary medicine not because it is easy or glamorous or clean, it's pretty dirty, as we know, but because we love it. Because each of our respective journeys has made it clear to us that this is the way we help people, help animals, and contribute to our communities. And because every time we felt completely drained, there's been a moment, a wagging tail, a grateful client, a teammate cracking a joke in the treatment area that's reminded us why we started. But it's important to realize that we couldn't have done this alone. To our mentors, thank you for sharing your wisdom, promoting our love of the field, and validating our choice of pre-meds, even if you changed the protocol completely. To our families and partners, thank you for your patience, your love, and your support, even when we disappeared for days on end to live in cafes, subsisting on nothing but coffee and academic panic. To our friends, those we knew coming into vet school, and those formed in the frozen wastelands of Lim 1136 and forged in the fires of clinics. Thank you for dragging us through our darkest moments, laughing with us, crying with us, and reminding us that there is always candy at ClinPath. I found out in the last 2 weeks, so some friends, but. And to those who aren't with us here physically, but are forever with us in spirit, including our friend and classmate Aaron Lewis, we carry you on in everything we do. So to wrap up what's already bordering on a dramatic monologue, this is a big, genuine thank you. Thank you for believing in us, thank you for standing by us, and thank you for not giving up on us when we looked and acted like goblins in our scrubs at 2 a.m. This moment is for all of us, those who worked, worried, and willed ourselves through, and those who held us up when we couldn't even remember the last time we showered. Our partners, who made sure we ate and slept, our families, who made sure we were okay, and our friends, who made sure we weren't alone. Here's to the future, to the work ahead, and to finally getting to call ourselves doctors. Now let's get out there and pretend that we know what we're doing. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for those sentiments. Members of the class of 2025, we are so proud of you. Thank you for the many contributions you have made to our college, and we hope you will plan to come back often. Dr. Salisbury will now introduce our newest class of Purdue veterinary graduates. A number of these have also received awards, which will be announced as their names are called and as they come forward to be recognized. Dr. Salisbury.
Thank you, Dean Marsh. Doctors, isn't it great to be called that now? As your name is announced, please join Dean Marsh on the stage, where he will individually congratulate you before you take your place on the risers. And please bring your programs, because it has the veterinarian's oath in it. Carissa Adrianson. Devin Anderson. Dr. Anderson was awarded a prestigious Nandy Scholars Program grant by the Theriogenology Foundation, and also is receiving the American College of Theriogenologists Clinical Proficiency Award. Additionally, Dr. Anderson was awarded the Central Indiana Veterinary Medical Association Award for Outstanding Client Communication Skills. Madeline Arndt. Dr. Arndt is receiving the American College of Veterinary Surgeons Award for Academic and Clinical Proficiency in Small Animal Surgery. Eiley Arnell. Braylee Blauvelt. Shelby Boschma. Braden Burbrink. Dr. Burbrink is receiving the Indiana Veterinary Medical Association Award for Proficiency in Medicine and Surgery for All Species. Alicia Cleaver. Megan Colborn. Dr. Colborn was selected by our classmates for the Purdue Veterinary Alumni Association Senior Leadership Award for her leadership and involvement in school activities and service to the community and engagement with the veterinary medical profession. Additionally, Dr. Colborn is receiving the Zoetis and Veterinary Emergency and Critical Care Society Award for exceptional commitment and proficiency in the caring for emergency and critical care patients regardless of species. Addie Cullum. Kelsey D'Amico. Dr. D'Amico is receiving the 15th District of the IVMA Award and the AABP Excellence in Bovine Veterinary Medicine Award. Cameron Davis. Brianna Davis. Haley Davis. Julia DeChico. Melissa Feeblecorn. Dr. Feeblecorn is receiving the Indiana Association of Equine Practitioners Award for highest proficiency in equine medicine and surgery. Valeria Figueroa Ortiz. Patrick Flaherty. Zach Franklin. Sydney Galehausen. Sarah Giglio. Kayla Glenn. Jennifer Goldberg. Caitlin Gunther. Madison Hanley. Tess Hoffman. Allison Holohan. Candace Hoskins. Dr. Hoskins is receiving the Comparative Ophthalmology Award for demonstrating excellence in academic performance, research, or service in comparative ophthalmology. Samantha Husak. Taylor Jansen. Allison Jones. Callie Knott. Dr. Knott is receiving the Indiana Veterinary Medical Association Award for proficiency in large animal medicine and surgery. Riley Lautenschlager. Frank Lightgeb. Dr. Lightgeb is being recognized with the American College of Veterinary Pathologists Award for Excellence in Veterinary Pathology and was one of the 5 students chosen nationally for the American Society of Laboratory Animal Practitioners Veterinary Student Award. Brooke Lenters. Leah Logan. Lizarina Madrigal. Bridget Mallon. Paul McDonald. Sharon Mioli. Dr. Mioli is receiving the Shelter Medicine Program Award for exemplifying compassion for shelter pets and having excellent interaction with shelter clients. Additionally, Dr. Mioli is being recognized with the Class of 1983 Award for a student who has overcome obstacles or persevered despite difficult circumstances in pursuit of their DVM degree. Alexandra Meyer. Madeline Milburn. Lisa Miller. Eve Newman. Dr. Newman is receiving the American College of Veterinary Internal Medicine Certificate of Clinical Excellence for demonstrating a sincere interest in large animal internal medicine. Kiara Nabi. Mary Nowak. Dr. Nowak is receiving the IVMA 12th District Award for demonstrating excellence in academic performance, research, or service in veterinary public health and preventative medicine. Additionally, she's receiving the IDEX Award for proficiency in clinical pathology for her strong understanding of clinical pathology and its practical application to clinical cases. Elisa Ortiz. Shelby Owens. Annie Perkins. Mackenzie Pirtle. Jennifer Pollock. Dr. Pollock is receiving the Indiana Veterinary Medical Association Award for proficiency in small animal medicine and surgery, as well as the American Academy of Veterinary Dermatology Award. Additionally, Dr. Pollock is receiving the Bob Rosenthal Senior Student Award for Clinical Oncology for her proficiency in the clinical care of veterinary oncology patients. Emily Prue. Dr. Prue is receiving the Indiana Association of Equine Practitioners Award for highest proficiency in equine medicine and surgery. Juan Antonio Ramirez. Marissa Ramon. Maya Ratcliffe. Carly Roberts. Lizney Rudds. Christina Sabat. Zachary Michael Sayer. Dr. Sayer is receiving the American College of Veterinary Surgeons Award for academic and clinical proficiency in large animal surgery. Sophia Shear. Dr. Shear is receiving the American Association of Feline Practitioners Award for demonstrating the highest proficiency in feline medicine and surgery. Riley Schill. Lacey Schramm. Caitlin Schultz. Mad Smith. Julie Soda. Dr. Soda is receiving the Bastion Award for exhibiting empathy and exceptional care to canine patients. Rachel Stuckey. Dr. Stuckey is receiving one of the 2 American College of Veterinary Internal Medicine Certificates of Clinical Excellence for demonstrating a sincere interest in small animal internal medicine. Eric Swihart. Dr. Swihart is receiving the American Animal Hospital Association Award for proficiency in primary care. Sydney Taylor. Cameron Vaughn. And Dr. Vaughn is receiving one of the 2 American College of Veterinary Internal Medicine Certificates of Clinical Excellence for demonstrating a sincere interest in small animal internal medicine. Morgan Watkins. Naja K. Williams. Caitlin Marie Wolf. Dr. Wolf is receiving the G. Edward Cummings Compassionate Care Award for exemplifying clinical training and compassion for animals and clients alike. Maria Jimenez Yanez Diaz. Emily Zollers. Congratulations to the class of 2025. So, graduates, stay where you are so you can get your photo taken by Ed Lausch. He'll give you directions.
And now would our newest graduates, as well as our DVM faculty and all veterinarians who are in attendance today, please stand. I have one last assignment for our DVM graduates. The veterinarian's oath is modeled after the Hippocratic Oath, written by Hippocrates to remind those entering human medicine of their responsibilities. The veterinarian's oath is a solemn promise to serve the animal kingdom and society. Members of the class of 2025, in keeping with a vital and time-honored tradition in our profession, please join me, our faculty members, and other veterinarians here today in reciting the veterinarian's oath. Being admitted to the profession of veterinary medicine, I solemnly swear to use my scientific knowledge and skills for the benefit of society through the protection of animal health and welfare, the prevention and relief of animal suffering, the conservation of animal resources, the promotion of public health, and the advancement of medical knowledge. I will practice my profession conscientiously, with dignity, and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I accept as a lifelong obligation the continual improvement of my professional knowledge and competence. Thank you and congratulations, everyone. Please join me in celebrating this group of graduates. And now we ask our veterinary nursing graduates to return to the stage so we might photograph all of our graduates together as the comprehensive veterinary team. Congratulations, graduates. You may now return to your seats. In addition to acknowledging our graduates' many accomplishments and awards, we also want to take this opportunity to recognize our faculty and staff who have instructed and worked alongside these graduates. First, the Elanco Veterinary Technology Outstanding Teaching Award is given to honor a veterinary nursing educator who has clearly communicated course content, facilitated skill acquisition, motivated students, shown a continued willingness to facilitate learning outside of a formal setting, counseled and mentored students, and served as a positive role model. The recipient this year is Beth LaFoon. Why don't you come up here while I read this? Congratulations, Beth. Now, I'm going to have to get my glasses on to read this plaque, but I think it's important. The Veterinary Nursing Outstanding Teaching Award is presented to Beth LaFoon, instructor in the veterinary nursing program. In recognition of her dedication, effectiveness, and positive impact as a teacher in the Purdue University Veterinary Nursing Program. Selected for this award on the basis of a vote by the veterinary nursing student body, Beth has demonstrated superior ability as an educator who stimulates students' motivation to acquire knowledge and skills, facilitates learning outside of formal settings, and serves as a positive role model and advocate for the profession. Congratulations, Beth. Let's step down front here so we can get a photo. Next, I'm pleased to recognize an outstanding teacher who was chosen by the members of the class of 2025. Each year, we ask our DVM students to evaluate the teaching effectiveness of our faculty members, and based on the results of this student ballot, the PVM Award for Excellence in Teaching fourth-year DVM students is presented to Dr. Tim Bolton. Congratulations. Let me read the inscription. The 2025 PVM Award for Excellence in Teaching for fourth-year DVM students to Dr. Timothy A. Bolton. In recognition of your excellence and dedication to teaching and student mentoring, you honor Purdue Veterinary Medicine through your many accomplishments. Congratulations, Doctor. And finally, the Whedon Faculty Recognition Award is given to the faculty member who has made the greatest contribution to members of the current fourth-year veterinary class during their progress toward their DVM degree. The members of the DVM class of 2025 have selected Dr. James Wiseman, former Assistant Dean of Clinical Education, to receive this honor. Dr. Wiseman. The Whedon Faculty Recognition Award, in grateful recognition and appreciation, the DVM class of 2025, Purdue University College of Veterinary Medicine proudly presents this plaque to Dr. Jim Wiseman as the faculty member who made the greatest contribution to our class during our progress toward the DVM degree. Thank you, Dr. Wiseman. Congratulations. As we conclude this ceremony, I want to remind you, our newest graduates, that you will always have a place in the Purdue University Veterinary Medicine family. I look forward to seeing you back on campus often. I think one of the things that I have learned is you will henceforth and forevermore be veterinarians. And you don't stop being a veterinarian when you leave the clinic at the end of the day, or whatever your chosen practice may be. You're a veterinarian at the grocery store, at the gas pumps, at the ball games. But it's not a burden, it's an honor. Congratulations. I'd like for our graduates now to applaud those who've attended here today and participated in these exercises, and family and friends who may not have been able to participate. Let's thank all of those who's come to recognize your accomplishment. Our graduates now will recess to the far ballroom, where they will pick up a special gift from the Purdue Veterinary Alumni Association as well as their awards. And then we invite all friends and loved ones here today to join us for our graduation celebration reception in the far reception area. And I want to thank everyone gathered here today and watching online for sharing in this momentous occasion. Thank you and have a great day.